Jason Momoa as this like Rob Zombie knockoff. He's like later, and like he's established as a buffoon. See, if we were in like the 2010s feminist headspace, this would be this big like teachable moment. Like the movie, the script wouldn't really be secure enough in its own confidence and power such that it would feel like it has to, deliver like the snappy comeback. Like, and then the writer, the script ends up trying too hard, and the writer gets like stuck in their own head. I've done this in my own writing plenty of times. I'm speaking from experience. Normally in like 2010s feminist mindset would be like the moment where she has to really to really outcool him, to verbally outflex him. And instead what she does is is actually cool. She just looks at him like, I'm not going to be able to replicate the look, but how would I describe it? It was just the perfect look. It was this perfect mix of just like nonchalance and like vague distaste and like mild annoyance and like, why would you do this? And it was just like, and they held the shot for just like the perfect, like, I don't know, half a second. Half the time, like, it's not really even the words that's like the game of the bully. It's more about the tone and the relentlessness and the energy and just trying to like rag on you. It doesn't matter what you say. It's more about like your tone and your presence. Like, even by virtue of like, if you're like trying too hard, if they can walk up to you and just throw you completely off center with the most throwaway, lazy insult. It's like the laziness is the point of the insult. Oftentimes, it's like if all they have to do is just later, and then you automatically have to go into this have to go on totally on defense and totally like overthinking on the spur of the moment and overthinking and trying to come up with like the wittiest thing you can, and you're trying to like muster up like the best like delivery you can, trying to be as like nonchalant as you can, but you betray yourself because just by virtue of like you already investing all this energy in this like random loser's low effort flatulence. In a way, it doesn't matter what insult you craft, you've kind of already lost the weird little psychological power play that the whole thing was all about in the first place. She just looks at him. It doesn't actually bother her. It was beautiful. It was beautiful because, especially after like the movie trying a little too hard to like make her cooler than she actually was. So this movie was kind of interesting from like the strong female character perspective. I really wish it had like a better script, a better plot, a better theme, a better message. Because they actually had some competent elements there in Supergirl. They had a brilliant actress, and there were like a couple flashes of brilliance where they showed like we can actually do it. They were actually doing it. Just like a couple moments in which was bizarre to see. And this weird little like sprout of hope, this little shoot, this little leaf popping up out of the earth. After the rest of the movie was so like this is the movie where the secondary character is literally like a D&D quest giver. Like every line of dialogue that comes out of that poor 13-year-old actress's mouth is honestly like D&D quest giver level. There's this one scene where she's in this prison and the villain walks into her prison cell with her and she says something like, "You are more revolting than the excrement on the bottom of your shoe." When I see that, I think, well, I can only speculate. I can only guess. I have no idea. But the first thing that comes to my mind when I ask myself and I speculate why they would choose to write this little girl as this quest giver, why would they think that's good? The first thing that comes to my mind is like a lack of understanding of what like I guess, strength and cool really are. They don't know what to do with it. So they think, oh, well, she's really brave and she's really regal and she's really strong. And so she's going to be out for revenge and she's really smart. So therefore she's really, you know, verbally precocious and articulate. And she's very determined. So she's just all in, like the little girl from True Grit. They wanted a character who was cool. And so they cast an actress who was actually cool. So, and that's half the battle right there. Or maybe 90% of the battle, you know, 90% of directing is casting.